Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play through a song called Walking on Air by Katy. And we end up cabling this on the 2nd fret to kind of match the recording, but we're going to start off with an E minor chord. When we play E minor, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, and second finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then we stay on the E minor, actually, and then we kind of for a little while, and then we end up kind of doing some hits, actually, where we go to a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, second finger goes to the high E string on the 2nd fret, and third finger goes to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D major, we're going to be going to a B minor chord. And we'll talk about a really easy way to play this. But if you know the bar B minor, you do your first finger across the 2nd fret, second finger on the B string 3rd fret, third finger on the D string 4th fret, and the pinky on the G string on the 4th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then from the B minor, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, but an easier B minor would be something called B minor 7. And then when we play B minor 7, the first finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, second finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, and the third finger goes to the high E string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, then that's a really easy way you can kind of play the B minor. It's a B minor 7. And then from the B minor, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major. It sounds really, really happy. And that's basically our verses through the tune, is where we got that E minor, E minor, E minor, D, B minor, C. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the E minor and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. Now the weird part about applying that to our verse part is we got an E minor and a D, and then the B minor and the C don't last as long. So one way to kind of have those is to do the E minor with kind of down, down, up, and then go to the D for the up, down, up in the strum pattern, and then do the B minor with the down, down, up, and then go to the C with the up, down, up. So all together in that part, you'd have E minor with the down, down, up, D, up, down, B minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, up, and we get those hits. So we tried that through our intro and our verse progression. We'd have E minor with the down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, up. And then we'll basically be repeating that until we get to our pre-chorus part. And on our pre-chorus, we do C major and another C major, and then we do an E minor and another E minor, and then we go to a D major chord and another D and another D. And on the last D, there's almost kind of a hit where you may want to do kind of a down and kind of kill the strings with your right hand. So we tried our pre-chorus with our strum pattern. We'd have C with a down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, big D. And then from there, then we'd be going into our chorus part, which is kind of like our verse, but now we're using a C chord instead of our E minor chord. So we tried our chorus with our strum pattern. We have C with a down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, B minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, up. And we'll basically be repeating those parts until we get to our bridge part. And on our bridge, we start on E minor, and then we do another E minor, and then we go to D major, and then we do another D major, and then we go to a C major, and another C major, and at the very end we go to a B7 chord. When we play B7, first finger goes to the D string on the 1st fret, second finger on the A on the 2nd fret, third finger on the G on the 2nd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds like B7. It sounds really nasty, and it's not supposed to. So we try try to bridge with our strum pattern, we have E minor with down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E7, down, down, up, down, E7, down, 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 up. So those are all the parts of our song. Now the weird part is to play along with the recording, instead of starting on an E minor, Katy Perry's actually starting on an F sharp minor. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now your E minor is really an F sharp minor, your D major is really an E major, your B minor is really a C sharp minor, and your C major is really a D major chord. And when we get to it, the B7 chord is really a C sharp 7 chord. But to take it from the very beginning that way, we start out with kind of our intro and our verse progression. We got E minor, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, up. And then we'd be repeating that until we get to our pre-chorus part. So then on our pre-chorus, we'd have the C with down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D with a down, kill it. And then from there, we'd be going into our chorus part. So we had our C, down, down, C, down, down, up, down, E minor, down. Then we kind of have a waiting E minor where we're just kind of hanging out on an E minor chord for a minute. And then from there, then we're going back into our verse part. Now one other thing I would think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, of the down, down, up, down, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the E minor, you'd have the low E string for your bass. On the D, you'd have the D string for your bass. On the B minor, you'd have the A string for your bass. And on the C chord, you'd have the A string for the bass. Bass, down, up, down, and on the B7, when we get to it, we have the A string for the bass. So we try that next verse with bass notes. We could do work. The E minor is kind of a bass. Down, up, down, E minor the bass. Down, down, E minor the low E bass. Down, up, D, up, down, E minor the A bass. Down, up, C, up, down, E minor the low E bass. Down, down, E minor the low E bass. Down, down, E minor the low E bass. Down, up, D, up, down, E minor the A bass. Down, up, C, up, down, up. And then if we tried that idea through our next pre-chorus, we'd have C with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, down, D with the D 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 bass, down, down, and then if we took that idea and tried it through our next chorus, then we have C with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, D, down, E minor with an A bass, down, C, down, C with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, D, down, E minor with an A bass, down, C, down, C with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, D, down, E minor with an A bass, down, C, down. And then we basically be repeating that until we get to kind of a break, and you might want to kind of work kind of the C with kind of a down for that break. And then we'd be going into our bridge part. So we try our bridge with just our down, down, up, down, up. We have E minor, down, down, E minor, down, down, D, down, 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 D, down, 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 C, down, 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 C, down, down, D, 7, down, 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 D, 7, down, down. Or if we tried basses through that, we'd have E minor with low E bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, there, then we'd be going into our outro chorus. So we've added the C, E minor fluid bass down, up, D, up, down, drop an A bass down, up, C, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, drop fluid bass down, up, D, up, down, drop an A bass down, up, C, up, down, up. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Walking on Air by Katy Perry. So good luck!